Hello and welcome to Ultimate Marble Racing. We are here with Season 1 finally. A lot of hype, a lot of excitement leading up to this. And we're back at WillGP1 for our first race once again. So we've nearly got a full group for the grid here. We now have 35 people who will be racing. So there's been some changes to the points as well. So all the new points and prize list will be posted in the Discord. But just to sort of summarise the changes, the top 20 will now be awarded points, ranging from 20th getting 1, all the way up to first place getting 30. So the gap gets bigger as you get into the top 5. So first is 30 points, second is 25, third is 22, fourth is 19, fifth 17, sixth 15, then it goes 14, 13, 12, 11, 10 and so on all the way down to 1. And the prize list, prizes are now awarded to the top 10 season finishers. So more people, more points, more prizes. And more tracks. We now have 22 tracks in this season. So lots to look forward to. So with all that said and out the way, let's head over to our starting line. We have a 10 lap race today. Going to get everyone in. So we have a reverse grid from the results of the last season. So Boer, who is actually joining us in the chat this stream, it's the first time he's been able to catch this live, and you are starting at the back after your win last season, but you are representing that gold marble for this season. We have our gold, silver and bronze sat on the back row. Then we go through in reverse order. Boer saying price I'm willing to pay. Yeah, let's see if you can make your way through. Of course, we'll be reversing the grid every race this season. So if you do stay at the back, then you'll be starting first next race. Up at the front, we have our newcomers to this season. And we also have some newcomers to the stream as well. So we have the real Space Comet, who I don't think we've talked about before. I think Diamond Swords we introduced in the last showcase. And same with TJ Slipperman. Then we have the real Space Comet. And I think I can pronounce this right. I had to double check this before the stream because it's actually a Japanese word if I'm correct. But it's Akane. If I'm saying that right, I'm probably butchering it. But Akane44. Thank you both for the follows and welcome to the races. Let's see how you both perform. So yes, everyone on the front two rows except for Shona, this will be their debut race into the UMR seasons. So we'll see how they can perform on their debut. Barto, I'm at the back, may as well head off to bed. You never know. You never know what can happen in these races. You're not quite at the back. You're in the back, sort of third, I'd say, but you never know. So with all that said and done, let's get started with our first race of Season 1. So as we get things moving, the lights are counting down. And they are off. So let's see who gets the best exit out of this first bend here. It looks like Carol is going to be taking the lead here, fighting with just in time for that top spot. Stanky trying to push for positions. Cheese also gaining some good pace there. Boyer gaining a few positions for the back. Barto with a terrible start. Bad start to this race. So Creeper dropping down first. Followed by Mini. Dinosaur just cutting in front of just in time. T-Dub getting a bit of a hit there. Logan taking the inside line with Crimson. Creeper making a break for it. Mini Diamond Sword, and just in time getting a really good line down there. Might be able to take some positions. So did Crimson, but a bad hit slows them both down as they come up to the ladder on the first lap. Carol getting a bit of a bad bounce, meaning Minnie can catch up. So does Diamond Sword and Cosmic, and Alice actually jumps on the ladder there. Now tying for that first spot. But we're saying, is this the track with the infamous triangle? Yes, it is. This is the track. As they all get on the ladder. Oh, Andrew unfortunately going the long route. So as they go onto the ladder, we have the infamous triangle. If I remember correctly, it is this one, the King Barto triangle. From the pre-season, Barto managed to get stuck right on the tip of that, and will forever be his triangle. So as they're making their way up, it looks like Skyline is slightly behind. Andrew way behind. Really bad start there. But let's see how this drop goes. So Carol got the inside line here. Crimson now cutting through to take the lead. So everyone is bunched up just behind. Still lots to play for here. Diamond Sword cutting through, Minnie also cutting through, but Cosmic, Crimson may get the better bounce there. Crimson trying to get the inside, getting past Minnie, but not quite Diamond Sword, so they go back down towards the ladder. Cheese just behind, Alice and Carol side by side. Minnie with a bad bounce, but getting knocked by Cheese there. Alice taking the long route, that's going to be costly. So does Shax. A lot of positions are lost when you go down to that lower route. As Andrew is trailing behind, proving how much time you actually lose on that lower route. So after a good start by Alice, unfortunately, that is going to be very costly. But we've had a few people drop down here. So we've had Alice, Shax, Barto and Akane drop down there. Which means Andrew's actually going to end up side by side with Alice now. F's in the chat. F for Alice and F's for Barto. Currently in the chat. So make their way back up the ladder and towards lap 3. Barto saying looks like it's bedtime. Hey, it's still early in the race. It's early in the race. If you can do well, if you can put in a good race, you may be able to get some positions back. Remember, you've just got to get into the top 20. Another thing I forgot to mention, fastest laps now award a point as long as you finish in the top 20. So as long as you get points, you could get an extra point for a fastest lap. So Diamond Sword's breaking away in first, Crimson second. Bit of a gap back to Cheese, who's grouped up with Mario just in time, Carol, and Minnie almost, but a bit of a bad bounce there. So it's quite a big pack coming in behind. So everyone's still fairly grouped up as Diamond Swords is trying to make a breakaway for first. Cheese now holding third. Some battling going on here in the middle. Cutsy flying through there to take a few positions. So you see where our back runners are. Quite far back. Barto trailing behind at the moment. So you watch them go all the way around. Space Comet unfortunately taking the long route there as well. Let's see how they've got onto the ladder. It looks like Diamond Sword has got a good gap on the ladder there. We've got Cheese and Crimson side by side fighting for second. Then we have Carol and Mario fighting for fourth. Then just behind we have Ryder, Logan and Cutsy. Everyone else fairly grouped together. As we see Alice next to the real Space Comet. Andrew taking the slow route once again. Proving not to be the best track for Andrew here. As it looks like everyone is now on. And currently we haven't lost anyone. But probably shouldn't speak too soon. So Diamond Sword's now dropping off and making their way down the straight onto lap 4. Creeper Carol currently with the fastest lap. So Quarantine Cheese and Crimson side by side. Looks like Crimson's going to get the inside line here. They do. Getting a bit of a gap on Cheese. But Cheese getting a good run there. Might be able to get the position back, but no, hitting that triangle. Mario ahead of Carol. Further back we have Kutzi, Ryder and Logan having a battle. So Mario getting past Cheese there. Diamond Sword's getting gained by Crimson, but Crimson with a bad bounce there, getting slowed down. This could be a chance for Mario and Cheese to try and gain some time and push towards that second place. So you now see Kutzi dropping down, Carol just behind trying to get the inside line, does make it work. Ryder going down the inside of Kutzi, Kutzi losing 2 places there. Mini just tailing. To see if anyone goes down the bad route here. Looks like they were going to bounce around it so far. Boer almost going in. Jake also narrowly missing that bad route there. Looks like everyone's getting a good run around this time. So Diamond Swords has made some time on Crimson. They're now fighting for that top spot. Mario Hunter in second. Carol, Kutzi and Cheese fighting for third. So while they are on there, we see Budo going the slow route. Not good news for Budo. Let's see what the back runners are doing here. Can they make a bit of time? If anyone back here falls into this route again, it's probably race over for them. So Alice made it through. Space Comet made it through. Shona also making it through. Barto and Nick close together here. And then Shax all making it through on the normal route. So Barto gaining a couple of positions as the back 2 come down to join. So everyone else getting through successfully. So you head back up to the start line as we go into lap 5 and halfway through our race. So Crimson bouncing to use the inside line but doesn't make it work. Diamond Swords taking the lead, but Crimson not far behind. So you now see Carol, Cheese and Kutzi coming around. Looks like Carol's going to take the lead, being pushed by Kutzi. That slowed Kutzi down. Cheese might be able to get a good roll through here, hitting the triangle and bouncing into Kutzi, unfortunately. Not a good route for Cheese to take there, meaning Kutzi and Carol make a breakaway. So battle up front between Diamond Swords, Crimson and Mario. Very close together in the top 3. Cheese is now being gained by James, School of Thugs, Muffin, Logan, Ryder and Mini. We've got Stanky, Boer and Jake. Boer going for the outside line there. Then Magic Monkey just in time, Skyline, Stormy, Shady, T-Dub and Demon all close together trying to fight for the top 20. So it looks like Diamond Sword getting on in the top spot, Mario second, Crimson third with Kutzi. Let's see if anyone drops down here. So far it's looking good. Not so good if you're currently at the back though. You'll be hoping that more people drop down here at the front. Wood nearly ending up down that slow route. As we see Space Comet and Alice fighting their way down side by side. Going up to the ladder. Looks like they'll be neck and neck going up the ladder. We have Barto, Shax and Shona quite close together. Barto unfortunately bouncing out of the ladder there, having to wait for Shax to catch up. And Shona. Then we have Nick and Budo. And then Akane and Andrew. So they're already off the ladder at the top. So creating bigger gaps here. So Diamond Swords looks like they've made the breakaway first, then Mario, Kutzi, Crimson trying to fight for position with Kutsi. With a bit of a bump, managing to take that position. Will they be able to hold it? It looks like they will. James just behind with Carol and Ryder neck and neck. So we watch the bounce down here. Diamond Swords making a good breakaway there. Then Mario, Kutsi, Crimson. Carol tried to get a better drop there, but unfortunately that lost quite a lot of time, meaning Ryder could come through to take that position. Everyone is very bunched up here around the top 20. Looks like they will all avoid that long route again. So, Diamond Swords sitting in first. Then we have Crimson, Mario and Kutsi side by side fighting for second. Behind them we have, oops, zooming a bit quick there. We have James, Creeper Carol, Ryder, Shady, Cheese and Minnie. Then we have Muffin, Stormy, Logan, T-Dub, Stanky, Demon, Jake and Just in Time. Then Skyline, Magic Monkey, TJ, Slipperman, Blur. Then Side Effects, School of Thugs, Space Egg. Then we have Wood. As we see, the back runners now just joining the ladder as Diamond Swords makes their way off the top. So Shady actually does have the fastest lap now. Thanks for pointing that out, Boer, in the chat. And in the background it looks like Bido has taken the long route again. That is definitely race over for Bido. No points will be secured there. So Crimson trying to gain on Diamond Sword. Mario just behind, followed by Kutsi. Then we have Minnie, Carol, Ryder, Cheese and James all very close together. Then Just in Time, Shady, T-Dub getting a bounce around Shady there. And Demon, Stanky, Jake, Logan, Stormy, Skyline just getting around Muffin. TJ Slipperman with a bad bounce there, going backwards. Then getting helped out by Space Egg. That means Magic and Blur can get a bit of a breakaway. School of Thugs getting around Space Egg. Side Effects just behind. Also looking to take a position, but with a bounce like that's not going to happen. Space Egg getting that position back. Not quite dropping in front of TJ though. So Mario Hunter, costly mistake there from third, will now be dropping down to the slow route. Minnie also going down the slow route. So Mario dropping from third, probably knocking them out of the points here as Boer in 20th is now joining the ladder alongside Magic and Muffin, and TJ just jumping in as well. So Budo looking like they're going to be lapped, as it looks like Diamond Sword has been caught up by Crimson, so they'll be fighting for that top spot now. Barto has decided to head off, which doesn't surprise me with the way it is currently going for their race. As I'm trying to find where Barto even is right now. Just going around the first area, so Barto is off to bed. So, how will the positions change now? As we go on to lap 8. So, Diamond Sword and Crimson both making their way down to the first corner side by side. Crimson trying to bounce through the inside route but doesn't make it work, meaning Diamond Swords will make the breakaway in first. Oh, but a good cut through there as Diamond Sword bounces off the triangle in a funny way. Crimson taking the lead. Behind we have Carol, Cheese and Kutsi. Then we have a big group up here. Shady squeezing through. Followed by T-Dub, James, Stanky and Just in Time. Ryder taking a position from Demon. Jake, Logan, Stormy and Skyline. So Crimson, not a good angle to go through there, meaning Diamond Sword can make a breakaway once again to try and take a strong lead. almost going into that slow route there. Carol getting a good run down here, might be able to gain on Crimson coming up to the ladder. It looks like Diamond has already secured that first spot on the ladder. Creeper side by side with Crimson. Shady, Cheese, T-Dub and James are going to be side by side as well. Cutsy unfortunately just narrowly missing out, but Cutsy will be dropping in with Just in Time Logan and Stanky. And then side by side we have Ryder, Stormy, Skyline, Space Egg and Demon. Then we have Magic, Jake, TJ together. Then a bit of a gap back to Side Effects, School of Thugs and Wood. So our back runners are just leaving the ladder. Again, very close to being lapped here. Depending on how these front runners do and how the back runners do, Budo could get lapped, so could Andrew. So it looks like Crimson will be taking the inside line here. See Boer saying in the chat, T-Dub doing really well considering the starting position. Yes, T-Dub's actually doing really well. And fastest lap has been taken by Space Egg. Cheese hasn't done too bad as well to make their way up to 5th. So Diamond Swords holding that lead. Crimson making a break for 2nd. Shady's going to squeeze past Carol to take 3rd. Cheese with a bump trying to get past as well. Will Cheese get the inside route? They will. Getting blocked out by Shady though, even though they're carrying more speed on that exit. This moves Cheese. Oh, Cheese squeezing past Shady there. Very good overtake, pushing Cheese up into 3rd position. And they may even get into a fight for 2nd here. They do. Shady getting blocked out by Carol and Cheese, dropping positions here. But Shady now blocking James. But James does squeeze on. So this means the fight for 2nd is now between Cheese, Carol and Crimson as we head up towards our final lap. Diamond Sword still holding the lead. Will they be able to make this lead stick all the way to the end? Then we have Cutsy, Stanky, James, T-Dub and Shady. Then Just in Time and Demon side by side. Then Space Egg, Boer, Ryder and Stormy. Then Jake, Magic Monkey, TJ Slipperman, Side Effects and Logan, making up our top 20 for the points. So Crimson getting the inside line here. As Carol and Cheese have quite a bad bounce, Crimson is able to make a bit of a break, but Diamond Sword not getting good time here. Which means Crimson is going to come through for the cut through, pushing Diamond Sword out of the way and taking the position. Meanwhile, Carol also squeezes past Cheese. So this is going to be a very hectic last lap here. Especially with the slow runners in front. Could cause some disruption. Diamond Sword with a bad bounce. They are choking on the final lap, throwing all their positions away. James flying through here to steal 3rd. As everyone is dropping down together. Looks like Cheese is going to be leading that group. Cutsy just behind. Then Diamond Sword, T-Dub, Shady and Stanky. Will they all get through okay? They do. T-Dub looking to get past Cutsy but isn't going to make it work. As it now looks like we have Carol and Crimson side by side for the top spot. Diamond Sword losing quite a few positions there, but still has a chance to try and fight for 2nd coming off here. Demon Lover taking fastest lap on that previous lap. So a dramatic final lap there as they're heading up to the finish line. Diamond Sword doing so well up until that point and then just losing so many positions. So it's going to be between Crimson and Carol who will take first place on the first race of Season 1. Then there's a fight for 3rd between Diamond Sword, Cheese, Cutsy, T-Dub and James. So they make their way up to the ladder. And will Demon hold their fastest lap? So let's slow things down a bit here. As it looks like Carol takes the first spot, although it's very neck and neck across the line. Photo finishes all round for this track, but it looks like Carol takes the win. Crimson taking second, James third, Cheese fourth. As it currently doesn't know where to put Shady and Demon Lover. The game seems to be freaking out a bit, so we'll see if that calms down at all. With the finish lines on this track being so neck and neck, as it looks like no one's actually making any breakaway from each other. Everyone's finishing side by side. So we'll see what happens at the end, where it places with the final standings. So it looks like Demon Lover will secure the fastest lap, as our top 20 are now through and secured. So it's going to be a tense moment. Shady and Demon. Who is going to be 8th? Who's going to be 10th? It seems to be leaving Stanky at 9th. So I thought it calmed down for a second there. It will stop, hopefully, when the race comes to a complete finish. We are running a 1 minute DNF timer. So it will wait 60 seconds for everyone to finish. Everyone should finish this, as it looks like we've had no one go off. And then we can see what the final positions are. So where... I feel like everyone should have finished by now. Is there still someone yet to finish? So it looks like we'll be waiting the 60 seconds through then. Oh, there we go. So Demon Lover actually getting placed in that 10th spot. So as you can see, a lot of times are the same here with the way the finish line works on this track. So our results for the first race here, we have Creeper Carol in first, Cosmic Crimson in second, James in third. Then we have Cheese fourth, Kutsi fifth, Diamond Sword sixth, T-Dub seventh, Shady eighth, Stanky ninth, Demon Lover 10th. That makes up our top 10. And down from that, Boer getting quite a few positions in the last couple of laps there, pushing up from just making top 20 to almost being in the top 10. Then just in time, Ryder, Stormy, Jake, Space Egg, Magic, TJ, Side Effects and Logan. That makes up our top 20. So just see who fell outside of the points skyline. Just outside the points, followed by School of Thugs, Wood, Muffin, Mario, Mini, Nick. Nick actually taking that fastest lap away from Demon there on that last lap. And because Nick is outside of the points, that means there will be no points for the fastest lap this race. So clearly thinking it's not going to get any points for the finish, might as well just take a point away from one of the top runners by stealing that fastest lap. Then Barto, Alice, Shona, Akane, Budo, Andrew, Space Comet, remember that correctly, and Shax at the bottom. So fairly exciting first race there. Diamond Sword unfortunately losing a lot of positions, holding first for so long, and then that final lap just dropping all the way down to 6th, pretty much halving their points from 30 down to 15. And Nick in 27th taking the fastest lap, but unfortunately getting 0 points for it. So no one getting the fastest lap points either. So exciting start to season 1. Later today, well tonight, will be our second race, which is going to be on Chromatic Courseway if I remember correctly. But that is it for race 1 of today. Boy, you'll be there. Good stuff, good stuff. So I hope you all enjoyed this first race for the season. You're welcome. The stream was fun. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining us. And yeah, that is it for this stream. I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure you go and subscribe over on the YouTube channel, Ultimate Marble Racing. You'll be able to catch up on anything you miss, rewatch any of the exciting moments, and see all the highlights at the end of the seasons there as well. Make sure you join the Discord if you haven't already. You can get your skins there, pick your teams, chat with people, talk about the races. Yeah, a lot of stuff going on over there. And if you're watching on YouTube, then make sure you go check out the Twitch, follow live. You can join in as one of the racers, you can chat with people while you're watching the races, and just, yeah, just be there to watch it live and engage with everyone watching. So there's also an Instagram and a TikTok account. We have got both of those now as well, and they are starting to get a bit more active. I'm trying to post a few things on there. They're usually just highlights or little clips or little updates, so go check those out as well. Again, Ultimate Marble Racing. Anyway, yes, thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you next time.
Just give your faith and search for the fountain. Time is of the essence, the blood running through our core. It's best to not feel sorry when it's over.